All right, here we go with episode 15. Start of a new story arc, or maybe just a little bit of a bumper. A couple one-shot episodes, maybe before we get into the next arc. I'm kind of obsessed with how they organize the story. We'll see. You know, I'm imagining this will just be a one-off, but we'll see. We are going on one. 3, 2, 1. Be interested to see how much time has passed. He's looking at his eye. You idiot. Doesn't work like that. There we go. Ah, shit. Yep, you don't need it. You don't need the power. Stop being a mom, Mom. Well, yeah, so it's been several weeks. I assume he's been debriefed by his father. See, here's where you start having a problem with these time jumps, right? Okay, so dad didn't believe him, and kind of was dismissive of him just a couple episodes ago. But he actually solves the issue. So we should have had a scene where dad sits him down, gets confirmation through his minions that they question her, and she says, yes, Boruto is the one who actually saved my ass, and I could have died if not for him, right? And then he sits Boruto down and be like, wow, you did this, and let me hear your side of everything that happened. Wow, that's really cool. Or whatever his response would be, this is dangerous, don't do that, whatever, and then would have a newfound respect for his son. That happened. Naruto found out through other sources, not just from his son, exactly chapter and verse everything that happened, because she got questioned and debriefed. He got debriefed. No, Mitsuki was there. Sai's kid and Mitsuki kind of look a little bit like each other, at least to me, with my anime face blindness. So I sometimes get mixed up. That happened, right? But we didn't get that. We just jumped past that, so we don't know if it happened or not. We have to put that together. We'll see the next time those two are in a scene together if there's any more respect. I doubt it. That feels lacking to me. I'm actually a little surprised they jumped past all that, so because like this relationship between Naruto and his son is apparently crucial to the story, right? From what I'm reading between the lines, I'm kind of astonished they didn't have that scene because he should have a newfound respect for his kid now. We'll see. The next time he's in a position to doubt his son, we'll see how he acts, right? Maybe he has. Oh shit! Stop that. She's dead. Yeah. See? You don't know that? It's been weeks. You didn't know that? Unless she lied. Just blow it off, huh? Hmm. Yeah. No shit. If I was a parent, I'd be pissed if I was a parent of any of the other kids. Oh shit. Wait till we trash the school again. It's gonna happen. Uh, Good question. Right. Yeah. We're actually using her name now. And not evil anymore. I'd be protesting at school if she comes back. Well, at least some of the kids like her. Now stop asking stupid questions. All right, yeah. I like how you put that. Those in attendance. If you ain't here, you ain't here. Yeah, isolated. Sounds good. Now I'm picking everybody I like that I haven't worked with before. Hmm. Weren't you with me last time? Damn, what's with that evil look? Getting creepy, dude. Yeah. Oh God. Dead weight and dead head. I like being the strongest person on my team. Yeah. Eat my ass. Yeah. Hey man, look at Choji. Choji's got the glow up. You see him? He looks great, man. I like his facial hair, man. He glowed the hell up, man. I like that a lot. Yeah. We got a relationship. Yeah. That's twice that word's been used this episode. Enough. Is it? Is it interesting? Exactly. Yeah, that's what I said, man. He wants to be the strongest person on his team, so he looks good, right? Look at him doing all the shit. Yep. You better look quick. What about the weirdo? Yes, it is. It's a terrible choice. That is the worst choice you could make. Get your hands off my mouth. Although he likes it, though. The Leaf Police. Finally, somebody who effing gets it. Lock her ass up. Treason. They used to execute people for treason, man. Exactly. It's none of our business. Yeah, he don't like that, does he? I don't like grown-ups deciding shit. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ah, no. Denied. Yep. I'd protest at school every day, man. I get where they're coming from. They're all about the redemption arc, right? That's fine. I'm just talking about if I was a parent. I'd be pissed. You're the one talking to her, not me. Yeah. F them all. He's he's growing on me as a sensei, man. The first thing you have to be if you're gonna teach people any light, like if you're in the work, yeah, he's like, what the hell, man? What the actual hell? Why are you here, man? I'd never see your ass here. You suck. That's what's wrong. Check out the bunny and the frog in the background. Yeah, dick. Gee, I wonder who you're asking about. Give me the goods. What's? Give me the goods, man. What's up? Yeah, yeah. Sounds like a private conversation. It's been weeks, man. There's a lot of angles to this, man. Not your stupid feelings. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Yeah, you know you did. Yeah, look at her trying to peacemake. Yeah, boy, you're being dismissed, minimized. Yeah, dismissed. Very dismissive. Well, I guess they kind of had their conversation. It doesn't make any sense. We'll talk about it at the end. It's not adding up to me. But there's a lot of angles. She might not even want to come back, like they said, right? I'm less evil today. Well, this is anime. There's no forgiveness in anime. Yeah, there is that between you, isn't there? She did. She jacked his chakra. Weren't there some people on death's door? I mean, they almost died, right, from lack of chakra, which is something else I keep meaning to talk about. Yeah, think of it as a prison just by yourself. You don't have to worry about the other inmates. I want her evil ass back in class. That's what I want if we're casting votes. But, you know, if I was a parent, boy, it'd be on, man. It'd be on like Donkey Kong. It'd be like having a school shooter back in class. Think about it. Well, if somebody brought a gun to do a school shooting, but they stopped it, nobody was hurt, they would never let that kid back in that class, right? You need to pump your dad for information. Gee, yeah, that's probably wise. Big fuss is the least of it. Yes, exactly. Yeah, you kids are destructive, man. Yeah, I don't. You're effed. I capture the flag. I used to love that, man. We typically won. I was pretty aggressive. Oh, what the hell is that? What is that nightmare fuel? Was that a puppet? Somebody has a puppet power. Never. Yeah, but you're traumatized. I see. Yeah, they don't give a shit. Oh shit. I'm out of here. Yep, she chose imprisonment. There's just something super creepy about her big hand, man. I don't like it. That's pretty good mental attack, man. Make him nervous. See, he's the load. He's the weak link. He would have never been on my team, man. F this guy. Yeah. God damn. Get that ink out of my face. Is it. What? Does the ink have an effect? Oh, shit. It sucks, is how it is. Get wrecked. Yeah, they're working together well as a team. That's what it's all about. Mr. Tactical Mastermind's gonna beat your ass every time. Get wrecked. Oh, you got something for this? Yeah. I call this the snake spitter. He made him move. Okay, that's pretty good. Now, they've always been able to move their mouth when they were trapped by the shadow, right? Because they've always been able to talk. I'm pretty sure that's true. Because if you could paralyze the mouth too, then he couldn't have done what we just saw. Ah, shit, here it goes. Talk about get wrecked. Get wrecked, building. Yeah. Well, shit. And we crushed the building again. Fantastic. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Burn it all to the ground. He's out of here. He can't even record the results, man. Yep. Well, he's about to go off. He's about to go look at him. He's pissed. Yeah. You better get your damn hands off me, boy. He ain't going for it, man. Too late. Too effing late. She's out of here. She took the last train to Siberia. Oh, shit. She's coming back. Boy, that I did not expect. This is crazy. Let's have it. I mean, I think the kids are going to be pretty accepting for the most part. The parents should be going off. Come on, man. Are you a woman or are you a mouse? Let's have it. Boo, yes. Get this evil bitch out of here. See, that's what I'm looking for. Yeah. The kids are very accepting in this way, right? She didn't personally hurt any of them, I don't think. The adults that she attacked, they're not happy about it. Other than the sensei's okay with it, right? But they don't really know the full extent either, right? Because she was actually trying to kill Mitsuki and Boruto, right? She was physically attacking those two, but she didn't do that with the rest of them. So they don't really know the full extent of her evilness. What's up? I mean, there's gonna be a protest in front of the school tomorrow, but right now this is good. This is great. Yeah. This will see that was kind of a one-off. It's kind of like dealing with the implications and ramifications and consequences of the last episode. But now I think maybe we're gonna get a little hint of what's coming next. Oh shit. You just have to blow up and get back there. The hell is this about? See? Started a new story arc. Interesting. The alien place? Because Kaguya was an alien, right? Kiss my. Guess they're not together anymore. Yeah. Tell her I'd dump your ass. I don't know about that. Hmm. Yeah. Grasping at straws, I see. Great. Yeah. Uh, is that a heart? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say no. Terribly. Hmm. So these are aliens, I guess. Yeah. They're in another world. Interesting. So there's so much to unpack here. I'm going to defer that stuff for the next episode. What I want to unpack here is kind of what I was alluding to during the episode. So we're to believe it's been several weeks. Naruto didn't get a report from his minions about what she said, the interrogation, to break down everything that happened, chapter and verse, which would entail like his son was involved. He seemed surprised to find out his son was involved. Had not had a conversation with his son, because as soon as you find it out, you go talk to your son about it. Didn't debrief your son at all about it. In fact, Boruto acted like his dad didn't know that he was involved at all, because he says, I know what happened. He says that to his father. So from his point of view, his father doesn't know a dick about anything that happened. None of this makes any sense. You know, you saved her ass and brought her back from another realm. You were there. You did that, right? So did this not get talked about when she was interrogated? Why would he assume she wouldn't talk about it? Because, it'd be almost like I rob a bank with you and one other person, and you get caught. It'd be like me and the other person assuming that you didn't say anything about it. Like maybe you didn't, but it's not even like that. That's not even a good metaphor because it's not even like Boruto would be in trouble. He would actually get accolades for what he did for the most part. Maybe it's reckless. I mean, what his dad could say it was so reckless for you to jump in there and go after her like this. So he may assume that. I don't know. Like it just doesn't add up, man. Like it just doesn't make sense. And it's just conventional TV writing. I think I think it's just a writing flaw, is what it is. So I don't want to spend too much time on it. But it's kind of like Lost wouldn't have happened if characters would just talk to each other. The TV show Lost. So much of the plot would have played out very differently if people would just talk to each other, and they just didn't do it. And sometimes it made sense that they did, and sometimes it didn't make sense they did. This is a case where it doesn't make sense. People aren't talking to each other. For some reason, minions aren't reporting to Naruto about what was interrogated, or she lied in interrogation, which they don't say that she did that, so we have no idea. So none of it's adding up for me. So I'll just say that I think it's a writing flaw to keep the status quo between Naruto and his son, because this would have changed the status quo. Because first of all, he would realize his son's more capable than he believed he was way more involved than he was, and even if it's like he should tighten his fist a little bit more, be like, look, no more. And he kind of says that to him here in this episode, but it would be like, no more shenanigans, no more sticking your nose in where it doesn't belong, right? And I know you're being a hypocrite there, but it's a hypocrisy of experience, right? Like a parent will lecture a child about like you shouldn't date before. Say a parent lectures a child, you shouldn't date before you're 14. Well, you dated when you were 12. I just found out you dated when you were 12. You told me I shouldn't date till I'm 14. Well, the reason they're saying you shouldn't date until you're 14 is because they dated when they were 12, right? They developed, they learned their lesson through experience that that's a bad idea. It's not hypocrisy. It's you learn through experience, right? Just because you're telling your kid not to do something your ass did when you were a parent is not automatically hypocrisy. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. It's case by case. But most of the time, it's I'm saying this because I did that shit younger than I was supposed to. You know, that's what I'm saying, right? Like, so I don't think it would be hypocrisy because he was doing the shenanigans and he was like, going out there and sticking his nose in other people's business and trying to save people, risking his life at a young age. But he learned that that's not really the path you want to take at the age you are, right? So that's not hypocrisy. But I don't know. I mean, just to me, there's a writing flaw here. It's not really adding up. I'm sure you can fan wake some stuff. You can give some rationalizations. Maybe even use the manga that this. I'm assuming this is based on a manga. The original author didn't tell the story. He had like notes or something, maybe an outline. What I don't know is this just an anime sequel, or is this an adaptation of a manga sequel, right? Written by somebody other than the original author. That I don't know that, but either way, it's well written so far, but this is a writing flaw for me. But what I'm saying is though is like maybe there's additional information in manga if this comes from a manga, or you can rationalize some stuff from future episodes and stuff and be like, well, this is why you didn't do this, this is why you did that. That's fine. But in this episode, it wasn't stated. No rationalization was stated. No explanation for why several weeks have gone by. But Naruto doesn't have certain information. He was surprised when his minion said Boruto was there or whatever. Matter of fact, I do want to actually go back and revisit that conversation one more time without talking to make sure I got it right. Because I feel like that's a very important conversation that Naruto had with his minions. It appears she lied in the interrogation. That's the only either that or Sai is lying. Okay, this makes more sense now. I guess she just lied, and it is stated here in the text. So I guess I have to withdraw some of my criticism. They wanted the status quo. It was obviously they wanted the status quo to stay with Naruto and Boruto wasn't talking, so he didn't confess on his side, and she apparently lied in interrogation, which just creates a new writing problem. I'm not looking for things to bitch about, I promise you, but I'm just telling you. Yes, I'm trying to puzzle it out because as a writer, that's what you got to do. Each time you create a solution, you got to think, does this have unforeseen consequences for the characters, right? But anyway, if you go back and watch that scene, Sai is specifically asked, was anybody else there when she changed her mind and stopped being evil? And he said no. She lied. And then he's like, what caused her to stop being evil? I'm using that shorthand, you know what I mean. What caused her to stop being evil? And he says it was Boruto, and Naruto was surprised, like, what? And see, that's what I heard the first time through. He was clearly surprised to find Boruto was there, but then he says more specifically the entire class. She liked being with the class, and she didn't want to run that, and she didn't want to blow up the class. She lied. She lied about Boruto and Mitsuki being there and fighting her in the realm and all that. She completely omitted all that. Why would she do that? To protect them, I guess. But why? They didn't do anything wrong. See, that's what I'm saying. See, that's where the problem comes in. Now, it could just be childish thinking. She may think they would get in trouble. They didn't do anything wrong. They were reckless, and they should be lectured about it. They wouldn't be punished for it. They're trying to help. I don't think they could get in trouble or be punished or whatever for jumping in there and fighting her to keep her from what she was doing and to change her mind and bring her back from the precipice of evilness, right? They would be commended. It was a heroic thing. It was reckless, but it's heroic, right? So they wouldn't be in trouble, and I don't know why she would think they would be in trouble. But it could just be childish thinking. See, now I'm starting to fan wank, right? Because what we're doing is we're trying to read between the lines to figure out character motivations And that's called fan wink because it's not in text. It's not textual. It's not a character saying, this is why I'm doing this. So when you're trying to connect the dots behind the scenes between the lines of text, that's fan wink. It's not canon. It's not what actually, it's not supported by the text, right? But to me, there's two kinds of fan wank. And my kind of fan wank, the kind I indulge in, is it's pretty close to the text. It's within the characterization. So, for instance, if somebody is never, they always betray their friends. And then your fan wank is, well, they didn't want to betray their friends. Then that's bad fan wank. You see what I'm saying? Because it doesn't match the characterization. Now, I don't know that she's been characterized either way as far as how childish her thinking is, but we can assume it is. She's pretty childish because she didn't have a normal childhood, and she is 12. I can see a 12-year-old thinking, well, I don't want to get them in trouble, so I'm going to omit the part that they played. That must be what happened. Okay. That must be what happened. She lied, and I didn't get that the first time through. It's subtle. You kind of got to read it. I mean, that's the kind of subtlety that is there for you to read between the lines. That's the only conclusion you can draw. She lied. Like, that's why they put this text here, right? So she lied. So that's why he didn't get reported about Boruto being involved, and that's why he didn't know his son was involved, and so he won't see his son any differently than he did before. Okay, it lines up. I think you still got to make a little bit of a leap about why would she lie, but that's much less of a problem than what I was stumbling across. Okay, tripping over, I guess I would say. So I guess I figured it out. It's explained in the text in that she lied. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I'm glad I rewatched the scene because I would have been stumbled over something that it wasn't as bad of a writing problem as I thought it was. Actually, I still think maybe there will be an explanation because this is the kind of thing it's okay to wait a while. Maybe because you'll have a character do something and then 10 episodes later somebody asks them why'd you do that and then they explain it. That's okay. That's not a problem. If they never explain it, it's a bit of a problem. But I could totally see him next time he talks to her privately. Why did you tell anybody that I was involved? And she may answer the question. So there we are. Right? Could happen in the next episode since she's back in school. Okay, one more thing real quick since it's already long. What do you think Boruto's motivations are here? Does he have a crush on her? Because he's acting like he has a crush on her. He is so passionately in her corner and will hear no word against her and is just obsessively, almost creepily, like, involved in her, right? Like, he was ready to go leave the school and storm and find out what's happened to her. He's getting in every adult's face about her fate and all this stuff and wants her back in school and was endangering himself and other people to try to make sure she didn't, nothing, no great harm came to her. Is it just, would he have done that for any classmate, any of these people? Well, we already saw him do it with Dinky, right? He went above and beyond to help Dinky. I just wonder, right? Like, because if somebody else was about to get expelled, would he be this passionate too? I'm going to assume he would do it for any classmate. It reads like he has a crush on her, but I'm hoping that's not the case. That's always a terrible motivation anyway. It's like, it's so narcissistic. It's so selfish of a motivation. I'd much rather be altruistic, like I would do this for anybody. That's where I think it's coming from. But man, he was like so over the top in her corner. It's, like, you need to slow your roll here a little bit, dude. Like, it's very understandable, like, considering that he knows better than anybody what she was involved in. And for him to be that over the top in support for her, or to be that frantic about her immediately coming back to class, man. It's only been a couple weeks, right? I used that example earlier talking about, like, what if somebody brought a gun to school and was intending on killing a bunch of people, but they caught him before they did anything. They just brought the gun to school. They had intentions. Maybe it was written down in a diary somewhere, but they didn't actually do anything. They never pulled the gun out of their backpack. They were stopped. Maybe a classmate saw them and talked them out of it. Would they ever let that kid back in school? No, they would not. Now, she didn't directly threaten most of her classmates, so maybe a better example, more close to this example I can think of is a kid brought a gun to a park with a bunch of adults and no kids. It was going to kill a bunch of adults at a park outside the school. Some of those adults, maybe one of the teachers was there, and some of those adults are parents of kids the kid goes to school with. But it wasn't at the school, and none of the classmates were threatened, and he was never intending to hurt any of the classmates. But he took a gun to a park and was going to kill a bunch of adults. And a classmate saw him and talked him out of it. Would they then let that kid back in school after just a couple weeks? No, I don't think they would. That's analogous to this situation. In fact, she was talking about blowing up the entire village, right? So you could get even darker. Like, what if the kid had a nuclear weapon and was going to blow up Detroit? Would they let that kid back in school? I don't think so. Now, their world isn't ours, but you know what I'm saying? Like, this is bold storytelling. Especially when this came out, school shootings are pretty common, right? Already. So I don't know. I just think it's very, very interesting. Considering how long I've been talking about it, you can tell, right?